Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Luke. This is Grant Putnam here, Putnam Landscaping. Just want to go over some of the suggestions I had for plantings around your house. Okay. So the first thing is we have, this is the generator. Right next to the generator there's a dwarf Japanese maple. So the concept is to dig around that, hand prune around the roots, pick it up. That would have to be root pruned in the next 2 weeks. Alright, if you wanted to move it. The issue is that, again, is only about a third of the size it's going to reach. So my suggestion is move it before you have to cut it down, because if you had to replace that tree, it would cost you over $1,000. So anyways, what I would do is we'd have to bring a machine in, come through here, pick it up with a set of forks, bring it out through this fence, use the neighbor's driveway, go all the way around, and then you'd have to remove the fence over here as well to get it into the backyard. So that would be the concept. Actually, the more I think about this, I'm not even sure if we have to check to see if we can get the machine into the backyard to plant it over here. If you can't do that, then the other option is you pick it up and you replant it somewhere in this lawn area if you can't get the machine, which is about a 10,000 pound machine, to move the tree. The tree is going to weigh probably about 1,000 pounds, so you can't move it by hand. But anyways, I think it should be moved and relocated in this way. It will look better, it'll get sun on all four sides, and it'll look much nice, denser tree, and it'll look much better. So to replace those two, I had suggested, to replace the tree, the Japanese maple, I suggested putting in 2 American boxwood. American boxwood were kind of the consistency of the planting along the foundation. On this side of the house, you're going to notice I have 2 American boxwood here, 4 American boxwood here, 2 here, 1 over here, and then I switched it over to dwarf boxwood here because I don't want to block the windows when you're entertaining this room. So that gives you much more of a clean, consistent feel, which is, I think, the look that you guys are going for. All right. Outside of that, I had suggested ostrich fern underneath the shade tree next to the stone wall here, and those will grow about 3 feet tall. And they grow in the dense shade, which is the reason I suggested those. And then in front of that, I had lamium, which is a shade-loving ground cover along that edge of that bed. Okay, and like I said, I had 2 boxwoods here, and then I had 3 Scarletta Lacoste, which again are shade-loving plants, kind of in this area in front of the generator. And along the border of this bed, I had 7 Heuchera, okay, which is also a great plant. I'll send you pictures of the individual plant options, so this way you can get a sense of what those look like. Okay. Then 4 American boxwoods here to fill this gap. Variegated iris as a second layer in front of those boxwoods, which grow about 2 feet. And then in front of there, along the border of the bed, I had Liriope spicata, which are perennial. They bloom, they have berries, but they also maintain their color during the winter. It forms like a mat. So for that clean, consistent look, it really does a great job. Okay, and I had those in here. Then over here, 2 more American boxwood, more iris variegated, which has symmetry with what you have over here, and then again more Liriope along the border. Okay, another American boxwood here, and then green velvet boxwood, which tap out about 30 inches tall around the curve of the house. And in front of there, same thing, more Liriope spicata, again to blend with what you have. So now this whole area would have some nice symmetry and all tie in together. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else here. For the irrigation, we would have to assess that. I'd have to send a technician over there and assess exactly what needs to be done to modify the irrigation system. That's not yet in your quote. So that's it. Thanks for your time the other day, and looking forward to chat with you again. Talk to you soon. Bye.